What's going on YouTube? It's Pokemaster88 bringing you week 4 team preview of the Battle Hub Draft League. We have your California Trailblazers taking on Legends of Lapras, coached by Silver, one of the brand new coaches in this season's Battle Hub Draft League. Me and Silver are both sitting at 2 wins, 1 loss apiece. So looking at my matchup, first off, I had a very hard time team building this week. I didn't like my matchup on paper. Silver has a very offensive team, a lot of bulky mons that work well against me, like the Gudra, the Walking Wake, the Torkoal, the Ambipom with this Technician priority fakeouts. He's got Iron Valiant who can abuse my very own terrain. And Landorus, who can just come in and stop my Raichu from spamming the many electric attacks I like Volt Switch and Thunderbolt. So looking at his team, I am expecting, like I said, the Valiant, the Gudra, the Walking Wake, the Torkoal, Ambipom. It's a toss-up between Umbreon and Landorus. I think they all work very well here. This is a very important game because if I do win this, I will be the #1 team in the league. So I'm definitely trying to go out and win this game, and despite how I feel about this matchup, despite how hard it was for me putting a team together this week, I'm just gonna go out there and sell it. I'm gonna go out there and act like I know what I'm doing, and hopefully we can pull out a victory this week. For my first Pokemon, we have my first Terra Captain, 11 Raichu. We're rocking 252 special attack, 252 speed. We are rocking a modest nature to maximize my damage output. We're rocking Volt Switch for pivot because I do expect Hisui Gudra to be the primary switch to this Pokemon. Thunderbolt on the electric terrain, Terra Electric. We have a chance to knock out Walking Wake after rocks or spikes are up. Protect, if Ambipom wants to come in and try to fake out, we can protect and then Thunderbolt it and get a KO depending if hazards are up or not. And then Psyshock one-shots Pheasantipity, assuming it's not like a resist berry. And with the Life Orb and Terra Electric, if we can get rid of Gudra and Landorus, Raichu looks very strong in this game. So here we have Iron Moth. Iron Moth is rocking the same EV spread as last week. We are rocking 124 HP, 252 speed, 132 special attack. This always guarantees me a speed boost on my electric terrain. We have to have the Timid Nature to get that speed boost. We're going out with the Fiery Dance, Sludge Wave, Overheat, Psychic. Fiery Dance to kind of boost my special attack, Sludge Wave to kind of hit everything that's not Gudra. Overheat, for some reason if I get to like +2 with 2 Fiery Dances, I'm clicking Overheat and whatever is in front of me is most likely gonna die. Psychic hits Umbreon if it decides to come in Terra Fairy, or not Terra Fairy, Terra Poison. We can hit it with Psychic. Covert Cloak allows us to take a fake out from Ambipom and we can just go for a stab Sludge Wave. And depending on how chipped it is, we could probably even knock it out. So there's Iron Moth. So here we are, we're bringing Swampert. And we're rocking 248 HP, 252 split depth. And the rest I threw into defense for just overall well-rounded bulk. I'm rocking Flip Turn for pivot, Earthquake to hit Gudra and Pheasantipity for super effective damage, knockoff to knock off Umbreon's leftovers, and then Miracle is basically here for if I'm ever in front of Walking Wake and I'm healthy, I can literally eat the hit and knock it out in return. Now the problem is I may need this Pokemon to switch into Torkoal, and Torkoal could have Solar Beam, which can weaken my Swampert, so I gotta be very careful around Torkoal and Solar Beam. And so yeah, we're just gonna have to see how that goes. Yeah, but for my next Pokemon, here we have my second Terra Cap, my boy Hitmontop. We got 252 HP, 252 attack. We got that Technician ability, Adamant Nature. This week I decided to run Upper Hand because if Ambipom does decide to show up and he goes for like a Thoughtless Fake Out, we can just knock it out. It is boosted by Technician. Mach Punch allows me to pick off Ambipom as well. It allows me to pick off Umbreon, Walking Wake. Just very good stab, Technician boosted priority. Bullet Punch allows me to knock out Iron Valiant. And we do about 80%. We don't quite knock it out, but if we get the right chip, if I get my hazards up, we can do about 80%, especially if I Terra and Bullet Punch it. And you know, Punchy Glove is just sitting there for added damage. So one thing to look out for is Iron Valiant can have backing wave to hit me when I'm a Steel type. But other than that, there's Hitmontop. Here we are with our little guy, Pincurchin. We are rocking 252 HP, 252 defense. This is one of my potential leads. The only downside is about leading this Pokemon, Letters could lead and you know, go for Earth Power or Earthquake, and I don't really switch into that Pokemon because I don't have Skarmory. So if I see Landorus, I'm probably gonna end up leading Swampert, but Pincurchin is primarily here to set the terrain, set some hazards, and yes, he has a very small role, but a very important role. So with that being said, this is our Pincurchin. Last but not least, we have Frostlass. Frostlass is a physical set. We are rocking 252 attack, 252 speed. We got, you know, some, you know, the rest of HP. Curse Body, we have a Jolly Nature to maximize our speed. The reason why I'm going with the physical set this week because I expect Goodra to try and come in on this Mon, and even Umbreon. Like if we are able to hit our triple axles, we are doing a, you know, nice chunk of damage to Goodra and Umbreon. Like this move is pretty spammable. The only downside is he does have a Torkoal, but with some creative maneuvering, we should be okay. Poltergeist, I gotta keep in mind, it doesn't really work too good with my knockoff Mons. And Destiny Bond, if I can cheese a kill on anything, a Goodra, an Umbreon, a Landorus, anything like that, we will take it. And Focus Sash, you could say it's for longevity, but yeah, it's one of those items I'm not really sure about. I might end up changing it, but as of right now, that is Frostlass.